Assalamualaikum everyone, with Farjana Ali at 101 Incredible Women CEOs. I would like to welcome my beautiful guest today, and I'm really honored to have her, Ms. Rukhsana David. She's Principal of Kinnaird College for Women, Lahore. Welcome, Ms. Rukhsana.
Thank you.
Rukhsana, we are quite excited to have this conversation with you today. Would you like to share your personal journey with us?
Well, I started life as any young girl would start her life, going to school and doing everything that a young child would be doing. And it's only when I finished my schooling that I came to Kinnaird. And even then, I was too young, but that's when I knew what I had to do, which was not becoming a career person, but which was to do art. So that's exactly what I did, and pursued that as a career.
Rukhsana, since you said that you were a normal child, you were a normal young girl, who was really passionate for art and who opted for art, and that journey of normal girl from an artist to the principal of Kinnaird College, that I don't think so that's that easy as it sounds. So can you share a few challenges of that journey with us?
I think that the fact that I was pursuing art, but at the same time, as soon as I finished, I started teaching. So you see, I entered academia then, and that's when I started going into the academia and to teaching and in an institution. And then later on, I joined Kinnaird as a teacher, as an art teacher. And Kinnaird did not have an art department, did not offer a major in art. So I thought that was something that Kinnaird needed. So we started an art department with a 4-year degree program in offering painting and textile. And it's doing wonderfully well.
It's definitely a great achievement of yours with Kinnaird College. Since you said that you have seen different phases of life in Kinnaird, you spent, I would say, you were a student, you were a teacher, you were heading a department, and now you're heading Kinnaird College. So would you like to share any two of your qualities which led you to excel in your life?
It seems like one has to sort of I think one of the biggest quality, I would not call it, is humility actually. I think that is so important for everyone actually, and I find that for me that comes as a natural thing. Humility and truthfulness actually, I think these are two traits, I would say. I would not, since I'm talking about myself, I wouldn't say quality. Two traits, let's say, that I think help anyone actually to be successful.
Rukhsana, since you have accomplished a lot, for me, you're a role model, and for the number of women across Pakistan and Lahore, you're the role model. Do you feel that you have just completed now, or still you're looking for something to accomplish yet?
See, there's, in life, there's nothing, you cannot say, okay, this is the end, I've done everything. There's always room to do more. It might not be doing something as a principal, it might be doing something as a person in your individual capacity. So there's always things to do, good things that you can, help people, help young women. So there's always that room.
So I'll take out the benefit of this opportunity to talk to you, and I would like to ask that now the world is a different place. Now the parenting is also changing every day. So since you are teaching adults, so what is the responsibilities of parents which they are not performing well as we expect nowadays?
uh, since I'm a parent myself, I think what's happening now is parents do not have time actually to invest in their children's upbringing. So that is the problem. So there is no, children don't need so many toys, children don't need so much, material things. They need time. And time is something which is of the essence in any relationship, whether it be parents, brothers, sisters, friend. If you don't give them time, you're actually basically giving nothing, because that is the only ingredient that instills values, develops love, develops respect. All those things come from giving time.
As you're in the world of academia now, and throughout your life you were just studying, you were doing your PhDs, and obviously you were teaching, and you were a mother, you were a daughter, and you were a wife too. How did you manage your time?
I think you just have to be a bit more organized and see that you do things sensibly, and manage your time. Because, and also of course, the most important thing is to have a supportive family who doesn't demand unreasonable things of you, and they understand that they are required to do certain things, so are you. So there is a respect for each other basically.
Due to COVID-19, the word is changed, and even the word of education is changed, and we all switched over to online education. What is your take on online education?
Listen, I mean, you see, COVID just caught us unaware. I think none of us ever imagined that in our life we would be, confronted with this pandemic. And it has changed the world, definitely changed the world, and changed education for now at least. And yes, we are sort of, there's a lot of problems with online education. But I mean, the best, that's the only option we have actually. If we can't have the students physically in the classroom, then rather than just having them do nothing, I think this is the second best option. But I mean, having said that, I think with a country like ours, with students who come from, families where they don't have the resources for a laptop for every child, and for having connectivity, because everything costs money, So there is a genuine problem that many students are left in the lurch, actually, basically. And it wasn't easy actually for us also, for everyone, because taking a class online means that you're virtually teaching, and it's not easy teaching just nobody there. So teachers also had to be trained. Teachers have done marvelously well, I must say. They have adapted to this very difficult mode of teaching. So I think, and also the students have adapted very well, and that's the only choice the world had, to go online.
All right, I just want to know that when people usually think to adopt their career, and they just want to have some jobs, even for studies, when students look for Kinnaird, it seems like it's quite difficult to achieve the job, or might be to get the admission, because the merit is quite high. So would you like to guide us? What is the easy way to approach?
I think the easiest way is to do well. To do well in your, because you see, students come to Kinnaird, we have also an intermediate sort of group. So the easiest way is to do very well in your entrance, for example, in your matriculation or in your intermediate, because the merit is high at Kinnaird, and there is no other way, any other way around it.
Okay. Similarly, when you look for the vacancies or jobs, so can you guide the people? How can they approach to Kinnaird for that? Obviously, they used to get some forms, and sometimes it becomes so difficult to, come up to the merit. You just guide them how to do well, actually.
How to do well
Yeah.
in their studies?
In their
or-
studies, or,
Well, I mean, if somebody is looking for a teaching job or any other job at Kinnaird, all the jobs are advertised. So they're on the website or they're in the newspaper, and then there's a process of people are shortlisted and called for interviews. It's like anywhere else, actually.
At the end, any message for the youth?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I think the youth has, we have a huge percentage of young people in our country. And I find that they can make a huge difference to this country. And it's only if they apply themselves to whatever they're doing, to whatever, whatever they wish to do. They must put in hard work. Nothing comes without hard work and sincerity. So I think that's the basic thing they should be doing.
So your message is that hard work and sincerity is the key to success.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. It was a great conversation to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me here.